in my nightstand. Is that where it's usually kept? Yes. Why did you apply for a concealed weapons permit if it stays in your nightstand?
My brother-in-law is a arms manufacturer.
So when was the last time you carried it with you?
Yesterday,
Okay, where did you bring it yesterday?
to my parents' house.
Okay.
Do you know the rules about bringing a gun into Canada? I didn't look it up.
At the International Mail Center in Toronto, some packages get more attention than others.
I'm examining parcels from high-risk countries. I'm looking for anything that's prohibited into Canada.
Today, an officer intercepts a box from Trinidad declared as food.
It's hard to make out exactly what's in there. You can't even see anything out of particular, anything like any edging. It looks like a typical parcel someone's sending family members food stuff. Probably things you can't get here. It's not out of the ordinary. There's an awful lot of food items here. Now, I noticed that this was actually buried. I can tell that the top part here has been cut off and has been very sealed. Supposed to be soup? Oh, that's not chicken noodle soup.
Every traveler is accountable for what they're bringing into Canada,
What do you bring back to the truck?
You declared $150.
whether they declare it or not.
You're not declaring anything?
In Montreal, a Canadian returns after tying the knot overseas.
The traveler did not make any declaration of any goods. She had declared $0. You did not receive any gifts during your wedding at all? Okay. Someone coming back from their wedding, $0 doesn't make any sense. Okay, can I just have your black suitcase, please? Yes. Okay. I noticed she was wearing jewelry. Your wedding ring, how much is it worth?
I don't know how much though.
But you received it while you were there.
Yeah.
Can I see this one? Did you get an engagement ring too?
Yeah, this is in my engagement.
Can I see them again, please? So you got there, you got your engagement ring, and then you got your wedding ring after?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking all these questions is that these rings were purchased where?
And there.
There.
Yeah.
Who signed this?
Me.
You signed it. Okay. You filled it out, you answered the questions, right? You came, you declared nothing. Whatever you don't declare are susceptible to be seized.
Okay.
You don't want your wedding ring to be seized.
Across the country,
Oh, it's greasy.
a detector dog led officers to a pair of suitcases stuffed with undeclared animal products.
Same guy?
Yeah.
Now the search is on for the traveler who owns the bags.
We were able to confirm that the traveler was boarded for their next flight. We had to go and get the passenger and disembark them from the flight to come back to customs. It's very rare to actually pull a passenger off a connecting flight.
While the traveler is processed, the evidence is examined.
Products that you see here in these 4 bags is a homemade dairy called kishk, which makes it inadmissible. We also found a couple of packages of a dried meat product. The passenger is not able to bring either one in. In this case, a fine was issued. The items are placed in international garbage and they are sent off to the incinerator. It's important that they actually dispose of properly to stop the introduction or the spread of any animal diseases from entering our agriculture industry.
Hours south of Calgary, an American makes a stunning declaration at the Coutts border crossing.
So the driver of the vehicle declared a taser at the line, so the officer wanted to send her in just to make sure there's no other weapons. What do you own for firearms?
My husband has like old guns at home.
Does he own any handguns?
He has a handgun.
So when you're traveling in the States, is the handgun usually in the vehicle?
He carries one, yes.
The driver declared a taser, which is fine, but her husband does own a handgun. They do travel with it in vehicles when they're in the States. So obviously, I just wanted to make sure that that handgun isn't in here. I was not resultant for any other type of firearm or prohibited weapon, so we're happy with the search. She will abandon the taser, and she'll be on her way.
You can't bring tasers into Canada, which my husband said was okay. Obviously, he didn't research well enough.
Back in BC,
Do you know the rules about bringing a gun into Canada?
I didn't look it up.
Another American gun owner didn't do his research before coming to Canada to take in a concert.
Immediately, we're concerned that they have a firearm on their person.
It is a Glock 19.
When did you get it?
Maybe a year ago.
He's pretty nonchalant about the whole gun situation. You can tell that he's used to being around firearms, which increases our concern.
I mean, I usually carry it when I go to my parents' house because if my brother-in-law happens to be there, he's really big on always carry your concealed weapon with you, so he'd give me a hard time if I bought it from him and then didn't take it with me.
Yeah, we take our firearm laws pretty seriously.
Yeah, I figured. So I just kept away.
You're not concerned about us finding anything in the vehicle? Okay.
It's in my nightstand.
You are aware of everything inside the vehicle?
Yes.
You're responsible for everything inside the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, you can just take a seat.
What's this?
At Montreal's Trudeau International Airport, an Italian traveler has been redirected to immigration.
He's seeking entry for 90 days as a visitor in Canada. Quel est le but de votre voyage aujourd'hui?
Ma copine ici.
Ah, votre copine. Okay. The passenger is traveling with an Italian passport. He did mention that he has been living in Europe and Italy for a long time. Ici, sur la carte de déclaration, vous avez mis une adresse en France.
Oui, j'habite en France.
He didn't change his declaration. Now he declares he resides in France, actually. Avez-vous un billet de retour avec vous aujourd'hui?
Oui, mais je crois qu'on ne m'a pas remis mon billet.
He doesn't have a return ticket. He tells me he has one, but he cannot provide me any documentation or any papers. Right then, his answer kind of tells me there might be something wrong.
Juste pour continuer, on va procéder à une vérification des valises.
He seems to be traveling with a whole lot of personal documents that a regular traveler doesn't usually travel with.
Vous venez en vacances voir votre copine. Pourquoi vous avez ces documents-là avec vous?
Ça, je l'ai toujours comme ça.
Vous avez toujours ça avec vous?
Oui.
His Italian passport seems to be a pretty low quality. That's not a good sign. On envoie beaucoup des passeports italiens et on a même ici un laboratoire où on analyse les documents. Et si on a des doutes suffisants, il y a un problème. On va aller faire ça. OK, mais en même temps, si vous auriez quelque chose à nous dire, c'est le temps de le dire.
Non, je n'ai rien à dire. Vous pouvez aller vérifier si vous voulez.
We went to the laboratory to examine the passport.
So the first thing I want to do is look at the passport under the UV light. You can see the color of the paper is not exactly the same. It's as if the paper has been washed here.
At the International Mail Center in Toronto,
There's an awful lot of food items here.
an officer examines a package from Trinidad declared as edibles.
Supposed to be soup? Oh, that's not chicken noodle soup. I'm seeing a white powder, and it has a very strong chemical order. I'm doing a nick test, and I'm gonna put this powder onto the swab. If it turns blue, it tests for presumptive cocaine. So, I have suspected cocaine here. The next step is to conduct a more thorough search of the parcel. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Again, we got white powder. Blue again, positive for suspected cocaine. Oh. Obviously, white powder and coffee. The end result is that I found approximately 2.6 kilos of suspected cocaine. What would I say to people who are trying to smuggle narcotics in Canada? Don't do it. You'll get caught.
At the land crossing near Vancouver,
Do you know the rules about bringing gun into Canada?
I didn't look it up.
officers search the vehicle of an American gun owner traveling to a concert with his fiancée.
What is this? We did find a prohibited device. We found a pepper spray. This is a prohibited device in Canada.
While the officers are satisfied there's no gun, the pepper spray can carry consequences.
So, we found this in your purse.
Oh, yes. That's my pepper spray.
Okay, were you aware that it's a prohibited device in Canada?
I was
import
not.
it? Okay, you didn't know that.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna take your word on that. So you have the choice of going back to the US or you can choose to abandon it.
Oh, I'll just abandon
Okay.
it.
So we gave her the benefit of the doubt. We allowed her to abandon the goods. So you guys are good to go? Enjoy your show.
They asked me a lot of questions about my gun.
I had no idea that pepper spray was illegal, but no biggie.
Back in Montreal,
These rings were purchased where?
There.
There.
the honeymoon may be over for a Canadian returning from her wedding with undeclared jewelry.
Whatever you don't declare are susceptible to be seized.
Okay.
You don't want your wedding ring to be seized. All those gold bracelets, where did you get them?
From here?
From here? So do you have the bills for them?
No, it's at home.
It's at home?
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember which store you purchased them?
No.
Sometimes they will wear it, and sometimes forget to declare or willingly don't declare them. Can I see them?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Okay. So you had them for how long now, you said?
2 years maybe?
2 years? At this point in time, I had my doubts about where they came from. Did you receive anything else?
No.
That was the time, because that's why I asked you earlier, did you receive anything at all?
Gift?
Yes, any gift, anything.
A gift? No, I just have a album picture. This here.
Okay. So I started flipping in the album, and then this is where I noticed that there was a picture of her husband actually putting the bangles on. Those bangles that you have, I see them here too. You see, I can see him giving it to you.
At Trudeau International Airport,
All those gold bracelets, where did you get them?
From here?
From here?
a Canadian bride returns from her wedding abroad with only memories to declare.
Those bangles that you have,
There.
I see them here too. You see, I can see him giving it to you.
But a wedding photo suggests she may have broken her declaration vows.
Who bought it for you?
My dad. My dad and mom.
Okay. So your parents were present at the wedding.
Yeah, my dad was.
Her story kept on changing. At first, she says the bracelets, she bought them about a couple of years ago. Then after that, it was her father that purchased the bracelets. Do you know how much this is worth?
I don't know.
Okay. At this point in time, I'm looking for anything that could indicate the value of the jewelry. What I'm doing is evaluating the weight of the gold that they did not declare. So I have 65.5 grams. So I verified the gold that you have. For the two items here, you had $2,850. But this is not gold, this is jewelry. Now, if it's a jewelry, it's more expensive. I need to know the value. If I don't have it, I won't be able to let you come in the country with it.
No, I don't know how much to.
With all the chance I gave, I wasn't able to get a final declaration. So I decided to seize all the jewelry. We have specialized jewelers that will come here and evaluate the goods. Once we get the evaluation, they will be contacted and provided with the amount that they will have to pay to get them back. It will be a combination of duties and taxes and penalties.
At the Peace Bridge in southern Ontario,